Hey dumplings, it's Dave Decides. So apparently I did a poll and all of you guys want to be called dumplings. It was like a majority vote by like a landslide. So that is your name, guys. We're going to call each other dumplings from now on. I'm Asian, I like dumplings, so this works out. Today we're going to be spilling more tea from our girl Lisa from BLACKPINK. There's recently been a lot going on with her and I definitely want to deep dive and get into that. I have some thoughts on some of the recent accusations that have been made against her. That apparently Lisa is stealing from black people and culture appropriating and all that stuff and stealing from one person in particular. I want to jump into that. We also have a new entertainment label that apparently has been insulting Lisa just a little bit. It's a little bit insulting, but we will also get into that. So if you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime a new video drops. If you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's jump into it. Now, the first tea we're getting into is, of course, the culture appropriating of black people thing. This is, of course, something I'm very passionate about, so I may talk about it, make it a little bit steamy, just a little warning for yous. If you didn't know, Lisa recently did a film on her Lily Films YouTube channel. This is a channel, if you didn't know, where she posts all dance videos, vlogs, and they're all usually very well edited. They're very cute. They're very aesthetic goals. You have clips of her dancing, which is all very, very well produced. It's not just her like dancing in a living room with like a camera there. There's sometimes like a full set that she has. So I'm glad that YG gives her these resources where she's able to kind of pull these people and create her little Lily Films channel. There's a lot of effort that goes into these, so there's no shock that these videos tend to do very well. These videos thus far have all gone viral. This of course results into a lot of people from different parts of the world talking about her. In fact, these two teas that we're going to talk about today revolve around this particular video. No wonder BLACKPINK and Lisa don't do anything ever, because every time they decide to even make a small move, everyone's just like saying things about them. But basically, Lisa released a dance video very, very recently and it was very hot and steamy, might I add. Lisa knows how to work it, let's just say that. It's very pretty, it's very aesthetic. I love that whole video, that whole vibe. Since Lisa's video has gone viral, a black dancer has come out and said that Lisa stole from her and that Lisa's allegedly culture appropriating this black dancer. The black dancer's name is Sierra. Now this video is not to send any hate to her. In fact, I'm going to try to blur out as much information as I possibly can of her handles and all that stuff because I just don't want any hate sent towards her. But this is something that I wanted to talk about. This is not the first time where someone has accused someone of doing something like this, and I think that there's no reason behind it. And I think that people shouldn't just be making claims out for no reason. She claims that Lisa definitely stole from her. Sierra initially left a comment on Lisa's viral video. Not too many people saw it. It initially wasn't this huge comment that was getting a lot of likes. I mean, when it was pointed out, Blinks did have to go in and kind of search for it. A lot of Blinks are detectives. We dig it up, we search it up, and we look for the comment. So I highly doubt Lisa saw it, and I highly doubt anyone from Lisa's team saw it. Now, what I find funny about this comment, we can get into what's funny about this comment, is that the initial comment seemed fine. It didn't even really seem that mean. So Sierra wrote, "No shade to Lisa, beautiful girl, but a lot of the moves used in this, especially in the beginning, were stolen from my video, an original choreography that came out a year ago. Just a little shout out for the inspiration that you got to your 7.8 million views in a day would have been lovely. You and your choreographer are cute though." Obviously this comes off very passive aggressive, but if I was Lisa and I read this, it would just be kind of one of those things where I would go like, oh, okay, and then move on. Like there's no indication in the comment that Lisa would have to take action on this. It's already up. It seems like you don't have a problem with the stolen move, so there's nothing for Lisa to do. It reads in kind of a way that's like, hey, good for you, Lisa, love the dance, next time please give us credit. But later apparently Sierra goes and responds back to a bunch of comments and says things like this. The initial comment wrote, "I'm here because of Lisa. Your choreo is the best. Because of Lisa, her choreography is using my moves." Like if you were so mad, why was your initial comment come off as not so mad? It comes off as like, no hate, I'm just pointing it out, while this comment here is blatantly hate. Then she allegedly goes on what seems like an Instagram story and writes this. "In today's episode of Let's Steal from Black People, a Korean singer gets 7.8 million views in a day using most of your choreography. Love that for us." Now you're accusing her of culture appropriating. Because it's not that she just stole dance moves from you. She stole dance moves from black people. When Lisa didn't even come up with the choreography. Like there was clearly a choreography, it showed it at the end of the video, and Lisa was just being professional and dancing as she was told. So if anything, you should get mad at the choreographer. And apparently you know the choreographer, and we're gonna get into that. Mind you, the dance that Sierra did, the video that was posted a year ago, looks literally nothing like Lisa's dance. The only similarity is that they were both on the floor. And if you do go on Twitter, there are some Twitter users who had this to say. This person wrote, "The choreography doesn't even look like it, and the girl who said Lisa copied it needs some glasses because it's obvious that Sierra didn't invent the moves on the ground. LMAO, what's not clicking? I agree, it looks nothing like each other. It looks completely different. Now this is where Blinks get a little bit crazy, a little bit feisty. Why I love this fandom so much, because we're about to go to such great lengths to defend each other. Some of the FBI agents need to hire you guys. Because I think a lot of Blinks were actually genuinely curious to see if Lisa actually did copy this dance move. But it seemed Blinks were more angry about how these claims came about, because it seemed like Lisa did not copy Sierra at all. Now if you look at the end, you'll see the name of the choreographer that was listed there. If you go over to her Instagram and you check up Sierra, you will actually see that they're following each other. That means they've seen each other, that means they've worked together, that means they've at least admired each other's work at some point. So if you had an issue with Lisa's dancing and you know the choreographer, why wouldn't you just send a DM over to your choreographer and say, hey, did you copy my moves for Lisa's video? It looks oddly similar. And then your choreographer would say, no, it looks very different. Like, I don't understand the claims. Like, why would you say Lisa's doing this? But allegedly, Sierra wanted to jump on the whole culture appropriating thing, which is just not what Lisa's doing. Like, that's so much worse than just saying they copied your dance move. Don't get me wrong, I believe culture appropriation is a big problem. I just don't think this is the scenario to bring it up, as this takes away the credibility for actual cultural appropriation. Like, this is the reason why some people don't believe in cultural appropriation, because these are the examples they look at. I'm just done with this world. I'm done with people in it, because there's just no sign of intelligent people anywhere. And I just cannot live here anymore. Lisa's not disrespecting anybody. Pluto, are you accepting living beings right now? Because I just cannot with Earth anymore. I will join and I'll gladly call you a planet. But it seemed like Sierra's claims were a little bit more serious on Lisa. But there was a Chinese entertainment label that had something a little bit less serious to talk about Lisa on, but definitely mentioned Lisa in a very interesting way. Lisa, as I'm sure everyone currently knows, is on a TV show called Youth with You, and she's on the 2nd season. It's a dance competition type of show, and then trainees and people who are aspiring dancers can go on the show and kind of train and dance. And then Lisa kind of just judges them and mentors them on how to dance. Honestly, in my opinion, it's a weird name for a dance competition. I feel like I'm about to watch a drama when I type that name in. But anyway, she's a judge on the show. She's doing amazing. Lisa, honey, sweetie, you're amazing. Mentoring future dancers and getting them to be really good is an awesome thing to do, so that when they leave the TV show, they can actually go out and dance. Lisa does not require any dancing, by the way. She is so good. I don't think there's a human out there that could do a better job than she can. So let's go back to Lisa's viral video. When Lisa posted that video, most of you know that it went viral on social media. And if you didn't know, then I did talk about it in one of my previous videos. You can check that out. We're talking like 120 million views on the trending topic, meaning 120 million people were talking about this and saw it, or joined in the conversation, or were just kind of watching it. All of this was talking about Lisa's dancing. Like, can you believe that? Like, a dancer getting this much attention? Probably way more attention now, as this was about a week ago. But if you didn't know, Chinese social media is very, very exclusive. It's mostly exclusive to China, and it's difficult to access if you are anywhere else in the world. But this does mean that they don't have access to American social media over there, meaning they don't have access to like YouTube and things like that. Meaning a majority of China may not be aware of what BLACKPINK is or who Lisa is until this specific video was released. Like, there was probably a lot of new people that just found out who she was, who immediately became a fan. Obviously, there's a lot of people. There's probably millions of people in China who know about Lisa and BLACKPINK. But I would imagine there's still a lot of people who don't know who they are. And of course, due to the fact that a lot of their presence now is in America and Korea, which China does not have access to. Some parts of China. It's a tricky situation over there. I don't know the full deets on that, but this is what I've been made aware of. So obviously, when this video kind of hit Chinese social media and it went entirely viral, it got the attention of a lot of higher up entertainment people. One of them looked at her. They ended up contacting maybe someone who works for the Youth with You show and decided to see if that was the best way to get in touch with Lisa. They wanted to sign Lisa. They thought she was a trainee on the show, and they wanted to sign her to be a trainee on their entertainment label. When they reached out to the executives and mentioned how Lisa is amazing, but the executives mentioned that she is not a contestant. She's actually a judge on the show. But the Chinese entertainment wanted to sign Lisa not as like an official debut singer or dancer. They wanted to sign her as a trainee, saying that she has a great body, her dancing is excellent, and that she would be qualified to be a trainee. This is obviously so insulting to Lisa. She's trained so many years on her dancing, on her singing, on her rapping, everything, for her to be called, yes, you are eligible to train in our company. She don't need it. But let's backtrack. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say she was a trainee on the show. If she went viral because her dancing is that good, then she shouldn't be a trainee on your label. She should be able to debut the minute you sign her. It was just, in my opinion, very unprofessional, as they clearly didn't do enough research on Lisa, and then offered her a really bad offer. Given I would love Lisa to leave YG, that would be amazing. But a label that doesn't respect Lisa's artistry or even do enough research to see what Lisa is about, Lisa should not be going to that label. She's also had years and years of training. She could probably train your trainees. But also, it goes to show that this label probably has impossible standards for their trainees. Like, if all of them have to be at that level, at Lisa's level, to even train in their label, I can't even imagine how talented they require their singers to be. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. As always, I do have a Patreon if you would like to kind of check that out and kind of contribute back to this channel. It really does help me kind of make better videos on here and all that stuff. So I really, really do appreciate it, and your contribution is amazing. You can also get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, and ship reactions. So I'll leave a link at the top of the description down below so you can check it out. There's also 2 videos that will pop up at the end of the screen on this video. So please make sure you click on one of those, and I'll see you over there. Bye.